Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2012 Ford F-250, we're going to be checking out the Durabilt Hammerlock coupling link. One of the big problems that a lot of people run into with a truck like this is the OEM hitch. They give you an itty bitty safety chain opening. I have no idea why they do that. They know people are going to be pulling some big trailers around, and they give you the smallest opening available. You can hardly get any safety chain ends on there. So you know, I have one here. This is probably on the smaller side even. And even this one has a hard time fitting around it. I mean, you can get it, but it's kind of a pain. And who really wants to deal with that? So what a lot of people end up doing is using some type of link. And most people are prone to grab something like this, right? Will it work? Yeah. You know, it gives you a lot more space to get the safety chain end on there, but I mean, let's be honest, unless you're pulling around an itty bitty utility trailer or something, this isn't really going to cut it. You know, these trucks are super heavy duty, can pull around a lot of heavy things, and I definitely want to rely on something like that for sure. And this is where this type of link comes into play. These things are super heavy duty. They're meant for heavy things. This has a 12,000 pound weight capacity, and it just fits on there good. We have several different sizes of these, and this one seemed to fit the best. The heavier duty one, I believe it's the 5/8 one, that still fit on there, but it just seemed a little overkill, especially for what our customers, you know, towing around and things like that. And with that said too, you know, if you're going to be pulling something, I know these trucks are rated for a lot. If you're going to be pulling something heavier than 12,000 pounds, then obviously get the appropriate one, get the heavier duty one. But, you know, that fits on there good. It doesn't look funny. It's not, you know, overly big or anything like that. And, I mean, I'll just kind of pin it together here for now. But the opening's large enough to where you can get a smaller hook like this on there, no problem at all. And even ones that are a lot bigger than this, you're going to have the space that you need to get those on there very easily. So I figured I'll just give everyone kind of just a visual reference of the different size sling links that we have here. That's what some people call them. I kind of call them just a coupler, safety chain coupler. Other people call them figure 8 connectors. I mean, whatever you call it, they all do the same thing. So I mentioned that larger one, the 5/8 one, that's this one here. This one has I believe, an 18,000 pound rating. And like I said, it'll fit on there. Just to give you an idea, I mean, that's pretty large though. But if you're pulling trailers that weigh that much, this is the one that you're gonna want. I feel like these 1/2 inch ones that we're putting on will kind of cover most people's scenarios. And we even have smaller ones too. You know, maybe you have an F-150 or a Ranger or smaller truck. Here's a 3/8 one too. Even these would work on the hitch. So definitely have quite a few different options, and you know, a bunch of different things to choose from depending on what you're trying to do with your truck. So the reason these are called hammer locks is because the way you're going to put them in, this pin will go through, and then you'll have this press fit deal here, and that'll go through, and once you hammer lock that in, it's staying. So this isn't something that comes off super easy. You don't have to worry about people running off with them, and you know they're not going to fail on you. You know, as long as you stay within the limitation, you're going to be good to go. As compared to, you know, here's another popular style. You know, if someone wants to, you can take them right off, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. It really just depends. But honestly too, even for a lot of these trucks, you know, I'm a truck fan. I think they look cool having these big trucks. And I mean, let's just face it, this on back here compared to something like that just looks cooler too. You know, in my opinion, there really ain't no way around it. It fits. But, you know, to get these things installed, really not too bad. We kind of talked about that. You'll line it up and beat it through, but why don't we go ahead and I'll just show you how I'm gonna put ours on the back of our truck now. So to actually get this put on, you're gonna take 1/2 of it, slide it around, and bear with me here, we just don't have a ton of space. But you're gonna line that up, take this roll pin, kind of line that up, and take one side of your pin there, and get it through, and it'll hit that roll pin and stop. And you can kind of turn it and make sure everything's centered. Then what you're gonna do is hold pressure on it, take a hammer and just beat it, and you'll feel it you'll feel the pin start to push through everything and go into place. So with these things, once they're on, they're kind of on like we talked about. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little tricky to get on. This side that I did kind of fell right together. This side, not so much. You really have to put some effort into it. So just be careful when you're doing it. You know, don't whack your hands. Get a big heavy hammer, and that'll really help speed things up. And that'll finish up our look of the Durabilt Hammerlock coupling link on our 2012 Ford F-250.